What's going on with y'all? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm doing this video in my car just because, I just got out of the gym. When I get home, I'm going to be put to work for Thanksgiving. So I just want to do this right now. And the Jaguars right now were 2-8. And obviously this season has not been going nearly as planned. And the reason for that isn't because of the record. Like the 2-8 record, it sucks, but that's not what it's about. This entire offseason, when it comes to different personnel stuff, the Jaguars didn't do things the way I really wanted them to do things. And I'm not the kind of guy that if they don't do things the way I want to do it, I'm not going to sit here and throw things around my room and rage and everything. That's just not me. I more kind of look at it from an objective standpoint and say, look, we decided to go this way. This is why we did it. I understand it because of this. Maybe I would have done that, whatever. But I'm going to let it ride because obviously these guys are getting paid a lot of money to kind of make these kind of decisions. But what I was preaching all offseason, I said, look, I really don't care much about the defense. I really don't. What I want to do is I want to make sure we do everything we can this offseason to make sure Trevor Lawrence is successful. I wanted to go out there and get all kinds of pieces. I wanted to sign left tackle Trent Williams. I wanted to go out there and, get a bunch of offensive weapons, wide receivers, maybe draft a tight end. I wanted to do all that. The Jaguars did not decide to do that. The only real offensive upgrades they did was Marvin Jones, an old receiver like that. They signed Chris Manhertz. They got Carlos Hyde. We got Jamal Agnew, but we got lucky with that one because that one, he wasn't supposed to be doing anything. We just kind of got lucky with that one. And that's about it. That's about it. We let Keelan Cole walk, and, Keelan Cole right now would be the best receiver on a team. So from a personnel standpoint, that one sucks. And but also just from a schematic standpoint, a lot of people blame Darrell Bevell. Look, Darrell Bevell's offense sucks. What's he doing? His play calling's terrible and stuff like that. But yes, Darrell Bevell deserves a lot of blame. But who's the guy that brought in Darrell Bevell? Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer was the guy that brought in Darrell Bevell. And I don't know what their discussions were this offseason, but what in the heck is this offense that we're running? This offense is pitiful. And you guys want to go mad. Go look up some Trevor Lawrence highlights from Clemson. That offense is creative. There's all this pre-snap movement. There's scheming guys open. And a lot of people are saying it's because of the talent. It's about the way the offense is run. You think it takes a lot of talent to be able to do pre-snap motion? And, Trevor Lawrence just looks completely comfortable in there. He just does a 3-step drop and sling it. And, he hits the guy in stride. You're going to tell me that we can't do that with our offensive talent? It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. And it's so annoying listening to Urban Meyer at these press conferences, man. He's like, oh, we're getting better. The offense is getting better. We're close. Dude, we're not getting close. Come on, man. If your sister has balls, it's your fucking brother, bro. Okay, call it how it is. The offense sucks. It's terrible, and it's your fault. I don't know what kind of offense was drawn up this off season. I don't know how they expected this to work. It's terrible. And it pisses me off because look, my whole entire life I've waited to get a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, and we got him. There's no way the Jaguars can possibly screw this up. And look, we have plenty of time to recover. Obviously, it's not going to happen this year. Because just the offense, because first of all, we don't have the talent right now offensively, which is terrible. And you don't have enough time to just completely revamp a new scheme. Unless you want to just bring in a bunch of dudes that, ran fast and played spread offense in college, RPO offense in college, and just go out here and do stuff. But that's not how it's going to be done. So this offense is going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to be hard to watch. It really is. And it's so annoying because, look, this team had a real chance to really make a change for the better. Because, we came into this offseason, no head coach, no GM. And we had 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, 2 fourth-round picks, the number 1 pick in every single round of the draft. We had the most money to spend. So it was look, if we get this hire right, if we get everything right, boom, it's going to be good, man. And then the Jaguars decided to go with Urban Meyer. And look, I'm fine with Urban Meyer. I mean, obviously, I'm annoyed with him. I'm not happy with the job he's done. But look, it's very rare where a team just fires a guy after their first year. You know, usually that's when they do that, then all of a sudden they decide to revamp everything. You know, kind of like, I think that happened with like Chip Kelly for the 49ers. Like Steve Wilkes for the Cardinals was a different situation. Like they had a Steve Wilkes and they drafted Josh Rosen in the first round. They got rid of both of them because they had the #1 overall pick. You know, Mike Mularkey for the Jaguars. You know, I mean, it's happened before, but you don't get the feeling that it's going to happen here. I mean, Shad Khan, you know, kisses Urban Meyer's toes, and, you know, unless Urban Meyer leaves, I think Urban Meyer is going to be the coach next year. And look, like, I still think he's a smart guy. Like, you don't accidentally win 3 national championships in college. It's just, he's got to figure out this offseason. He's got to bring in a guy that he knows that he can work with. He was almost, you know, his hands were almost tied a little bit this offseason when it comes to getting a coaching staff, because he had to get a bunch of NFL guys. He really couldn't, it didn't feel like he could go out there and get maybe some of the guys that, you know, he may wanted or he may have felt comfortable with. But now this offseason, he has to go after a guy that he feels comfortable with and that they can draw up an offense that they know can work. You know what I mean? Like, just see what Trevor Lawrence is good at, and like, it's just, and then go out there and get some offense, man. I mean, it's really sad to see kind of what Trevor Lawrence is doing. And I swear to God, if the Jaguars somehow mess this up and like in 5 years, like I'm giving like 2024, like you got to make the playoffs by then. You know, that's plenty of time, you know, with the state of the rebuild and, you know, where things are projected to go. Like by 2024, you should at least have appeared in a playoff once. And if they don't, man, it would be one of the biggest colossal failures in NFL history. And it would be hard. I mean, I would sit here and cheer for him all the time and be a Jags fan, but, you know, it would be like, how would you have any like optimism going forward after that if like this opportunity in 2021 where just the state of the organization with all the ammunition that you had, if you messed it up, it would be bad. It would be bad. So obviously we have 8 games left, like, or what is it, 7 games now? It's, you know, and I told myself, like, this season's automatically better than last season, but dude, I can't. It sucks to watch, you know, Trevor Lawrence go down the way he is, because it's not his fault. You know what I mean? I think any rational football fan knows that it's not his fault, and there's more questions than answers. There's more people to blame than to not blame. I mean, it's just blame all over the place, man. Obviously, it starts with the top with Shad Khan. I mean, this guy bought the team in 2012. Since then, we've had 4 head coaches, 3 GMs. Every season, double-digit loss seasons except for 1. It's like, dude, come on, man. Be better. I'm sorry for my language. I got a little heated there, but hey, man, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You know, I don't usually in these videos, I don't fill with fluff. I just get right to the point, you know, to save you guys time. But, you know, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Really appreciate it for all you guys, everybody that watches my videos, subscribes to me, all the members of the channel, everybody that, you know, gives me super chats and my live streams, man. You know, you guys are a real blessing to my life. So shout out to all you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.